If you were born poor today, it is harder than any time since the 1920s to work your way up the economic ladder, Katie Haycock of the Education Trust proclaimed as she testified before the United States Commission on Civil Rights. If you are born poor today, it is harder than any time since the 1920s to work your way up the economic ladder, she said. And while that may be hard to hear, this is the shocking truth of the social and economic crisis going on in America. I'm sure we have all pondered the question, should the cost of college be reduced, whether it be while you are filling out the FAFSA or with your parents contemplating a payment plan for the upcoming semester, or even with your partner while signing off on loans you regretfully expect to be paying off for the rest of your life. As a student and as a mentor, I have seen firsthand the crippling effects of outrageous college tuition. And as time has proven, higher education is the key to unlocking opportunities and breaking barriers. This puts impoverished students in a unique position. Do I sink myself in loans, or do I try to secure a job with only a high school diploma? Either way, the growing burden of tuition has become a barrier for so many aspiring students. Because of this, tonight I will discuss 3 reasons why reducing the cost of college is not only beneficial in creating a more accessible education system, but necessary. One of the primary reasons why the cost of college tuition should be reduced is to increase affordability, which further increases the access to higher education. According to the National Center of Education Statistics, the average cost for tuition for public and private colleges and universities is $18,000 a year, whereas the median household income is approximately $70,000 a year. Currently, excessive tuition costs frequently disqualify qualified people from pursuing higher education, causing them to compromise on their goals and potential. We can give equitable opportunities for all students, regardless of their socioeconomic status, by easing this financial load. By bringing in people with ranges of ideas and experiences, inclusivity and diversity would increase, and this would raise the standard of education as a whole. Another crucial reason for reducing the cost of college tuition is to reduce and correct the student debt crisis. A recent statistic from the Council on Foreign Relations presented that student debt has more than doubled in the last 2 decades, with U.S. borrowers owing over $1.6 trillion in federal loans. This worrisome rise in student loan debt brought on by skyrocketing tuition expenses will affect graduates for years, if not decades. The crushing burden of student loan debt can be lessened by lowering college expenses, allowing graduates to pursue the jobs of their choice, investing in their futures, and positively impacting society. Since fewer people will be forced to make loan payments, more money will be available for investments, property ownership, and business ventures, which will lead to economic growth. Lastly, the promotion of economic and social mobility stands as the largest region to reduce the cost of college. Katie Haycock testified that today, with only a high school diploma, just under half of the children born poor in America will remain poor as adults. With a college degree, that number plummets to 1 in 6. The role of higher education in promoting social and economic mobility has long been acknowledged. We can enable those from disadvantaged families to escape the cycle of poverty by lowering the cost of education. Students who have access to inexpensive tuition can acquire knowledge, skills, and credentials that may improve their career prospects and increase their earning potential. We can invest in the future of our communities by lowering the cost of tuition for our students, fostering economic growth and a more prosperous society for all. In conclusion, lowering the cost of higher education is a critical first step in building a more open, just, and successful educational system. It supports accessibility, encourages affordability, addresses the current student loan crisis, and encourages social and economic mobility. By taking steps to lower the cost of a college education, we support the aspirations of potential of countless people, ensuring a better future for our society as a whole. Thank you.